Good evening. Thanks for being here. The eyes of the world are on a bird's nest in North Saanich, where a 6-week-old eaglet is fighting for its life. The baby bird appears to have its leg caught in fishing line, and our soggy spring weather is keeping would-be rescuers from getting close enough to the nest to free the eaglet. There's a live webcast that's watching, not just the eaglet in trouble, but its two siblings and parents. Those eagles have been stars on the internet for years. And tonight we can give you a real bird's eye view of what's going on in the nest. Our Mary Beth Burton joins us now live with the latest. Mary Beth.
Hudson, the tiny eagle is tethered to its nest. He has at times been frantic to free himself and even succeeded for a very short period of time. And while a rescue was attempted over the weekend, it failed, and it may be a week or more before the eaglet can be freed by human hands. More than 100 feet up this fir tree, a fight for survival is being played out. As Pa Bald Eagle looks on, his 6-week-old eaglet has its leg wrapped in what might be fishing line or wire.
Some kind of an impediment around a talon or the foot, and he can't move properly.
The eaglet's parents are long-established web stars, getting as many as 50 million views a month.
So there's the adult sitting above it.
Hancock went along for the bird's eye view, a helicopter ride over the nest.
That is the chick that's got its toe or foot. And
the Hancock Wildlife Foundation web camera has been tracking the nest drama for days. On Friday, the eaglet seemed to break free of the fishing line, but the very next day was stuck in the same spot again. Immediately, Hancock started planning a rescue mission.
This tree has been dead for, I don't know, 15, 20 years. It's not a tree that you could climb with a climber. It's just too dangerous.
Hancock did bring in a 130-foot crane to this property on the weekend, but the ground was too soft to hold the weight of the crane. Sydney Elementary held naming contests for the eaglets in 3 classrooms. They've created artwork of the eagles and watched them often live on the webcasts. The eaglet with the leg caught is ironically called Flyer because he's the eldest.
Seems because he's going to be the first one to fly.
Alice named Flyer's sibling Burrows.
Because he burrows under the others, and we also named him Burrows because Burrows is a hockey player.
And Gavin's winning name for the last eaglet, Snuggles. The young kids have some ideas of how they'd rescue Flyer.
Probably someone would have to come with a helicopter and help him. Get my granddad to fly a plane because he already knows how to fly a plane. And I would get him to fly a plane so he could get me up there.
When Flyer was a baby, he was the bully of the nest, and Ma Eagle had to separate him often from the rest of the flock. Now at 6 weeks old, Flyer is often on his own. Ma Eagle is feeding him, and Hancock is hoping that buys them more time for a rescue.
He's quite durable. I mean, he's already 5.5, 6 pounds.
Monitoring the eaglets online has been a challenge this year.
One of the young lifted up his tail, and they fire their business, their droppings, quite horizontally or even up in the air, and they can shoot at about 10 feet, and they hit the camera dead center.
All kidding aside, the eaglet should be ready to soar by the first week in June. And the entangled eaglet either has to free himself or wait for the ground to dry for human intervention. The live feed is striking an emotional chord with many people who are watching these wildlife reality stars. Some are saying they can't bear to watch this eaglet attempt to struggle free. Now, Hancock is hoping it's just a talon and not the whole foot that's been caught, but he won't know until he gets a closer look, and we're counting on the dry weather over the next week to make that happen. At one time, you'll recall the bald eagle was an endangered species in the United States, but the population has recovered. It is no longer protected, Hudson, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of people out there who think they're very precious.
We'll keep watching. Hopefully he'll be okay. Thank you.